Hey, what's up guys? XxNoobtubexXRS here with another guide. This time I will be doing a guide on how to do stealing creations for non-combat. The advantages of doing it for non-combat is that you don't get PK'd and then you don't lose all your stuff and you get around 20 to 24 reward points each game. And if people PK, then they'll be kicked. Right now we had a PK a few games ago, so now we are in Fast SC 456 instead of just Fast SC. That is the normal clan chat, but there is actually two, because like the normal clan chat goes into these pens, and then you have to even out the teams. But when there's a PK, then we come over here, and then it's sorted by clan, not by what pen you're in, or yeah. So I'm in this one. It's fairly busy right now. It's 5 o'clock on a weeknight, and the game will start just like this. What you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to look around and see what you have. So right here I have a C2 tree, I have a kiln, I have a C2 rocks. I'm gonna look for something a little bit better, and there we go. That's the one I want. I want the tree because it's C5. Basically, the way the classes work is for class 1, you don't need any levels. You don't need any levels at all. Class 2, you need level 20. Class 3, you need level 40. Class 4 is level 60. And class 5 is level 80. So it goes by intervals of 20. And you want to do the best class you can. So as you can tell, well, I mean the skills that matter are construction, mining, smithing, fishing, woodcutting, fletching. You don't really need crafting. Hunter and summoning. Those are the ones that you're gonna want above 80 to do it very efficiently. But you don't technically need that. I have above 80 for summoning, smithing, mining, woodcutting. That's about it, and I have fletching. But I'll show you guys what those are going to be used for. But what you want to do is you're going to want to make a bow, and then you have to wield that, because you guys need to have a bow, okay? Because, like, this is non-combat, so if you accidentally click somebody, then it won't attack them because there's no arrows. That's the reason why level 3s have bows, and they run around like that. It's really hard to get a C5 with just like a class 1 hatchet. So ask for clay, please. Someone will generally give it to you. Oh, I just got one. There we go. So now that I got one, I'm gonna make a hatchet that I can use to start cutting with, and I can just drop this one since they aren't really worth points. Basically, God damn it. Okay, I'm sorry, this one's really bad. I generally don't do this bad. But there's a C3 pool I'm gonna go to, which isn't that bad. C3 swarm, C4 rock. So what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to basically ask for clay until you get it. And then I just got it right there, so I'm gonna go and make myself a hatchet, and hopefully it doesn't run out. That doesn't happen too much that it takes you that long to get it. That was just really unlucky on my part. And what you're gonna do is you're just gonna make this pickaxe. You're gonna come back over here, and you're just gonna start collecting, because and then like every time you collect a clay, your score increases. So you get more points for the higher class of clay. And people always go for like the highest ones first, because it just makes the most sense. You can join Fast SC, the clan chat, the friends chat, for updates. I'll show you guys what an update means, right, if somebody does it. And then also you're going to want to make familiars with this clay, if you have the summoning level for it. Like my friend, I'm doing with my level 4 friend, he can't make familiars, so he just makes arrows. He's right there. So he's just making a ton of arrows. Whereas when I make stuff, I make scrolls, because when you make arrows, it says arrows, and then it has a parenthesis, and then it says what class it is. So if you have like class 4, class 3, and class 2 clay, then that means that there's going to be like 3 spots taken up on your inventory. Whereas in scrolls, they're all just regular scrolls, so it doesn't matter what class they are. You'll get more scrolls for the higher amount, like the higher class of clay, but it will only take up 1 inventory spot on your person. So that's if you can, make scrolls. If you can't, make arrows, and do not deposit them till the very end. There's no point. Right here, I'll show you guys what these calls mean. C3T means class 3 tree, and then class 5 rock. There's also P is pool, T is tree, S is swarm, so swarm is hunter, and then these are called just frags because they are for the lowest levels, and you don't really need any levels for them. When you start getting a little bit more into the game, you're gonna want to make one of every type of like tool you can. So you're gonna want a hatchet, a pickaxe, a harpoon, and a butterfly net. With this, you can just go collect any source you want, and it's nice if you have like a C4 or a C5 of these things. You're gonna need smithing and I think it's crafting to make them. So it would be nice if you could get those buyables up. As you guys can tell, like the resources are going very fast right now. That's because I'm in like a 35 person stealing creations game, which is a lot of people. Like I've never been in one that has this many people before. Okay, so right here there's and then like they always say like what area it is, which is very nice, so you can go find it if you want to, but I don't really use this calling system. I just kind of go find it myself, and then I use my familiar to store stuff so I can get a lot more resources a lot quickly. Why would you do this minigame? I would only do it for construction and smithing and crafting, because those skills cost a lot, and this doubles your experience, so it halves your cost for the amount of level. I would not do it for mining. I would not do it for fishing. I would not do it for fletching, because those skills you can make money in. So basically, if you double your experience, you're halving your profit. Because right now, if I went for 99 mining, I would have to I should do stealing creations for like 2 or 3 weeks, and then I'll make 20 mil instead of 40 mil, and I will take that extra 20 mil, and it won't really save any more time if you think about it, because you're spending all this time to go get like these stealing creation tools, and then you're basically cutting into profit. Like that's really stupid when you think about it. What you guys want to do is, if you guys have a summoning familiar, as you guys can tell what I just did, I just clicked take BOB. You should change your settings so that's the very first setting you have. It's very nice for making your stuff into scrolls or arrows. Again, only make scrolls or arrows. Make scrolls if you can. Like, you don't need 80 summoning to make scrolls. You can make, if you have above 60 summoning, I would make scrolls, because you can just do C4s and then just make scrolls from that, because C4s aren't very populated in the beginning of the game, because people always go for the C5. And this person wants clay, so you're going to want to give clay to people to make the games go a lot faster, because this is 20 minutes of game, but good clans like Fast Space SC, they can finish these games in approximately like 9 to 11 minutes, depending on how many people are playing, but it all depends on like what team you have. You guys can see my score is not very high right now if you ever played Stealing Creations. That's because you get score for collecting resources and making stuff out of the resources, but you also get a lot of score, a main part of your score for depositing the resources to your team's base, because I don't know why that is, but you just get a ton of points for that. So at the very end, your um your score should jump pretty high, and you should get around 30 to 70,000 a game if you're paying somewhat attention. It's really not that hard to do well. Like, honestly, 3 games ago, I pulled a pizza out of the oven, I cut the pizza, I ate the pizza, I was like talking to a friend on the phone, and I was able to do stealing creations while doing all of that. This is a very easy mini game with very good rewards. That's pretty AFKable. You have to pay some attention, but not too much. The game is winding down right about now. I'm gonna probably go collect some frags, or go try to collect some frags if I can find any. But 400 squirrels, that's not too bad for trying to do this whole thing while talking and playing stealing creation. I'm sorry if this isn't the greatest commentary, but I'm doing it live as I'm playing, so I'm trying to click the right things and talk, which is kind of difficult when you're trying to explain a mini game basically. But if I was confusing before, I'm gonna go over like the skills that you will want up. You're gonna want construction, but that's for barriers, and you cannot use barriers. You're gonna want crafting, fletching, hunter, mining, smithing, fishing, woodcutting, and summoning. You don't need combat for this. Look, he's level 4. There's plenty of level 3s here, but make sure to always have a bow. You cannot wear armor in any non-combat stealing creation clan. They all are like that. And then you guys can call if you want. You guys won't get kicked if you don't call, but I guess it does make the games faster, they say, but I don't really believe that. I just think you should go like get whatever you want. And yeah, that's basically all I know about stealing creation. And then also make sure to get the tool that doesn't do random okay, whatever. So at the very end of the game, since I only have 13,000, you're gonna go to your familiar, and you're gonna put all of your tools in there. You're gonna put all your scrolls in there, and then you're gonna take out one, and then you're gonna cast clay deposit, and then my score is up to 40,000. And if you do not have a familiar, you need to go back to your base, and then there's a place right in the middle that everyone will be at, and then you put your stuff there. So let me just get back to my base if I can. But you will always have 1 minute after the last clay is deposited to get back here and put your clay away, but it's a lot easier just to use a familiar. But you can put your clay right here at the deposit table, right in the middle, if you do not have a familiar and don't want to do that. But all the resources are over here, but don't pick them up because you'll get docked points. And I just got 23 points, which is more than enough for any reward. Now let's go to the reward thing. I'll talk about this. Do not buy Violet, because this will transform into a random one. Only buy Morphic. And then again, only buy Morphic. You guys can, there's armor, swords, shields, all that kind of fun stuff. And then the tools, which are probably most used. And what you do is you just keep playing this, and it's kind of a fun minigame once you get into it. It's about 10 to 12 minutes a game, and it's really fun to do with a friend. So I hope you guys enjoyed this guide. Leave it a thumbs up, comment, because this guide was a lot to talk about, and I hope I did pretty well on it. And I will see you guys later. Bye.